product provided by Nintendo. It seems that Yoshi has been through kind of a renaissance in the past few years after the success of Yoshi's Woolly World on Wii U and later the 3DS. As a result, more people were looking forward to his next adventure on the Nintendo Switch, Yoshi's Crafted World. Despite being announced at E3 2017, reportedly troubled development issues would push this game's release nearly 2 years later. So, was the wait for this big Yosh worth it? Let's find out right now. The first thing you will notice about Crafted World is its aesthetic, sporting an art style reminiscent of elementary arts and crafts, hence the name Crafted World. The developers at Feelgood are masters in the fun and creative art styles, which becomes all the more apparent when you look at the previous Yoshi game and Kirby's Epic Yarn. It's nice to see them move away from the yarn style of those titles and towards something a little more diverse. Interestingly enough, this game runs on Unreal Engine 4, and not an in-house engine as we're used to seeing with Nintendo games. As you can see, the results are impressive, and apparently the game has a dynamic resolution in order to keep it running at 60 frames per second. However, I've only noticed the resolution get really low while playing in handheld mode, not while docked on my 65-inch TV. Crafted World looks gorgeous all the way through, but if you're playing the game for its graphics, you really need to sort out your priorities. Yoshi's Crafted World is unique in that it isn't strictly a 2D platformer like the series is well known for. Don't get me wrong, it's still locked to 2D planes, but the game plays with depth perception in order to solve puzzles and find hidden collectibles. Yoshi is no longer restricted to throwing his eggs within a 90-degree angle, as he can now throw them in the foreground and background. Some levels will even let you replay them backwards in order to find hidden Poochies, thus adding to the replay value. And if Yoshi games are known for anything, it's replay value. You see, Yoshi games are not particularly hard, and Crafted World is no exception. Though, the real challenge is finding all the collectibles, gathering all the costumes, and fulfilling tasks brought on by the various robots you will meet along your journey. Thankfully, Crafted World isn't mind-numbingly easy on the classic difficulty. I died a few times here and there, so younger players will still find somewhat of a challenge within this game. Chances are, if you're watching this review, you're probably wondering if Yoshi's Crafted World is the right game for you. Well, I'll tell you this, if you haven't been that big of a Yoshi fan, Crafted World will not change your mind. Sure, the game breaks some standard conventions of the Yoshi series, like the ability to play with depth and the art style, but it doesn't go much beyond that. Crafted World is your typical Yoshi game, with a simple story, simple platforming, and simple puzzles. It's not a groundbreaking game by any means, but it doesn't need to be. Yoshi games are Yoshi games, and if you're a fan of the green dinosaur, or whatever color you want him to be, then Crafted World is definitely the game for you. However, it's also a fully priced game clocking in at $60 US, and unlike Woolly World, it doesn't come with a plush Yoshi amiibo. What's up with that? So if you're trying to save up for some of the many Switch titles coming out this month, you might want to hold out on Yoshi's Crafted World for a while. It's a good game, it's just not great, which is why we give it a fair score of 79 out of 100. Also, before you mention that I gave Kirby Star Allies a higher score of 82, just know that I don't agree with that rating anymore. What was I thinking? I have no idea. Anyway, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to click that thumbs up, and if you are new, subscribe and hit that notification bell to know when we come out with more videos on the Nintendo Switch and its games. We'd also like to thank our glorious patrons, including royal producers Kenyatta Ali and Bradley Carriage, for all their contributions to the realm. Visit patreon.com/commonrealm to find out how you can join the ranks in exchange for some awesome perks. That's all for now, girls and guys, so we will see you next time on the Commonwealth Realm.